Hey everyone, a new knife commentary here. It's not really a review because I haven't really cut a whole lot or sliced and diced with it, if you will. I have pocketed it a little bit, played around with it, etc. But I got it as a gift. It's been on my want list for a while, my wish list. And I just hadn't purchased it because I felt there were some other maybe better ones out there. But here it is. It's the Sere 2000 knife. It's the black blade. This one's always appealed to me a little bit because I had a mystique with the military. The Army apparently uses this in the past, and they, you know what, I don't know, there's a mystique of it being associated with the military. That's kind of fun. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good knife for everyone else and whatnot, and doesn't mean it's necessarily the best knife out there either. So let's talk about the specs here a little bit. Its blade length is 3.6 inches in length. Okay. Let me move it up, and I'm gonna have to focus as always. There you go. It is a black blade. It's just my lightest intense. Okay, so blade thickness 0.15. I am reading from my notes here, so. Look at those thumb studs. They're almost like a barrel design. Barrel, volcano, I think I've heard multiple things. You can see the steel. VG10, made in Japan. Okay. Yeah, overall length, 8.5 inches. You have to go back to the original shot to see that full length. Okay, it's a liner lock. It's interesting. This knife is very reminiscent of Emerson knives to me. Fairly simple design with the liner lock. Uses the standard pivot screw, Torx style lock, if I can hold the knife still. Is that close enough for you? Versus the Emerson's flat screws. Okay, what else here? The pocket clip is a two-way pocket clip, black, you can see. It's a very deep carry pocket clip. I actually really like it. It's skeletonized as well. And you can switch it to the other side. It appears to be that way, but not the other side of the knife. Okay. There's a little bit of carving out in the G10 to get to the liner lock faster. The liners in here are skeletonized. And let me check one thing. I don't have data on what the internal liners are made of. I'm assuming it's just steel. I don't think it's titanium at all. Okay, it is G10 scales. It's a nice texture to them. It feels nice. Not too grippy, not too smooth. The ergonomics of the handle are really nice. I don't have huge hands, but I like this back slope on it. You can see the lanyard hole. It's a little small actually for a lanyard hole for the size of a knife. The blade is again 154 cm, if I can focus. It's a cool looking logo. It's not a full flat ground blade, and someone's going to have to put a comment up on my video here to remind me what style of blade this is. It's not a full flat ground, saber oriented, but it has a swedge up top. It's definitely a swedge, but it's not sharpened. 3/4 grind, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the formal name is, I forget. Haven't, need to refresh my knife terminology. Anyway, so it has a nice blade. The lockup is amazing. There's no wiggle whatsoever. None. It's extremely tight. Seems pretty durable. The sharpening or the style of the blade will make it really strong, with it not being out of full flat ground. Kind of the thicker part here and the swedge here. Okay, so let's get to some of the maybe non-ideal parts. Let's put it back down so we can, let's bump the camera so it makes twice as good a video. Okay, so the part that I left out in the specs that I wanted to focus on was the weight. It's a 6-ounce knife. So it's kind of a big knife. It's 6 ounces is a lot for these materials and what you're getting. It feels heavy in the hand. I mean, you feel like you're, I don't know, you're out hunting in the forest or something. It's a thick, feels durable knife. Anyway, so you have definitely a weight disadvantage. I don't think it's a great everyday carry knife because of that. Like I said, there's heft to it. The opening and closing is very smooth. Lockup, you can hear, is really tight. Let me try to let you hear that. Okay. The thumb studs are, on both sides. You can open it from both sides. You can see, very usable. You can flick it with a little bit more momentum and wrist action, but I'm still breaking this one in. Don't necessarily have to flick things anymore either. Kind of a gimmick. So it's nice looking. It's very cool style. The weight's a bit of a distraction to me. Now, let's talk about one other element. I guess I didn't talk about the back here. It's kind of a barrel drum. Spacers, kind of open back design. You can see those big steel liners as well. So it's very stylistically cool looking knife. But let's maybe talk a little bit about maybe the downsides. And one of the reasons why I didn't have this at the top of my buy list, it's not a low cost knife. Online you can get it for about $165, $170. I've seen this locally, the whole line of Elmore knives locally, and forget it. The prices are double. It seems even worse with this brand. So if you get one of these, definitely get it online. So back to the price. I think it's a little overpriced for what it is. You get the nice G10, you get a medium grade steel, and all these points are debatable. I think there are some better choices out there. You can get some the same or better materials for a lower cost, or even if you wanted to upgrade from there, you're not too far away from a small Sabenza or even a used large Sabenza. So that's something to think about. So I think you can get a lighter weight knife, you can get S30V steel, and you can get titanium liners, or a lighter weight set of steel liners in this knife. And what am I referring to there? Well, some of the Emersons are right around this price, and they're a little bit lighter. You could get a CQC 7 for right around the same price or a little less online, and it has titanium liners, same steel, that kind of thing. So, and then I like any of the Spydercos, of course. I mean, a paramilitary would be a good and lower cost alternative to this. You get the S30V, you get the lighter weight of the overall knife. Durability may be a little bit less than this one, but I don't really know what you're going to be doing with this to have a damaged knife, this size at least. Quickly, just some size comparisons to some other knives. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is a bad knife. I'm just saying, hey, there might be some better ones out there for the price point. It is very well, seems to be a very high quality crafted knife. So don't get me wrong there. Here's S&G. Here is a large Sabenza. Okay, so something to look at. All right, folks, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.